Wirtz. Florian Wirtz. Chiesa! Feel that one! Thrice he has struck United's post. Now he has struck their net. It's 1-1. Fernandes. Bruno. Back in by Fernandes. Massive leap, a massive moment! United snatch back the lead at Anfield, and the place is stunned. The end. United have landed one on Liverpool in Liverpool. United win at Anfield for the first time in nigh on a decade. And they are bouncing off each other. United win back-to-back in the Premier League for the first time in forever. The very first time under Amorim. They inflict upon Liverpool a fourth consecutive defeat and a first home defeat in the Premier League for 400 days. Well, that's an awful back pass from Nunes. Ahmad.
Oh, it's penalty.
Penalty kick. Ahmad upended. Anthony Taylor on the scene, and Manchester United have a glimpse of salvation here. The derby may hinge on this kick. Bruno Fernandes may have dug out the Reds, and now there's nothing between them on derby day.
Well, those Manchester United fans.
Martinez.
He's through.
Ahmad through the middle, he's got a touch on it, and Ahmad has scored for Manchester United in the 90th minute. That's a staggering moment, a mood-turning moment from nowhere and from behind. United have turned it round in a trice. The end. The Diallo derby for Manchester United, the healing, restorative, uplifting power of a derby win, a win on the turf of their champion neighbours. And here is a day when that boy became a man.
Xerxes. Ahmad. Blocked by Walker-Peters. Ahmad goes again! He scores some big goals! Ahmad delivers once again for Manchester United. In a time of real need here. That lifts the mood for Ruben Amorim. Set back to Eriksson. Back towards Ahmad! This boy is special. A comeback inspired by Ahmad. His injury issues too. He's going to be a mainstay of this club for many years ahead. And here he is again! Ahmad with the hat-trick to cap a remarkable night at Old Trafford. Rather nightmare there for Southampton, but pure joy for the young Ivorian. And it is Ahmad's night at Old Trafford. A remarkable comeback, crowned by the Ahmad hat-trick.
Here's Lenny Yoro and now Mason Mount. Yoro's carried on running and just had his... He's off, got to go, yeah. Tolisso, they're going down to 10, good spot Robbie, second yellow, and one of the Lyon goal scorers sent off, Corentin Tolisso. Run by Tagliafico, that's a nice layoff to Malik Fofana, who's running at Harry Maguire and skipping in. Dello got there, Cherky, chance, goal! And the 10 men of Lyon have come back to lead Manchester United in extra time at Old Trafford. And Rayan Cherky, who scored late last week in the first leg, has just rifled that past Onana. The Lyon fans have gone mad. Casemiro, that's a sloppy ball. Lacazette, Fofana coming through, he's gone over. Penalty! It's a penalty. And Luke Shaw, who's hardly played this season, concedes it. And it's going from bad to worse here for Manchester United. They're falling apart at the seams. So Lacazette versus Onana. Little stutter step, clinical. And they're so close to a semi-final now, Leon. They've come back from nowhere. And they've scored 4 unanswered goals at Old Trafford. And they've scored 2 of them. I think it was Casemiro, Mainu. Casemiro with a chance, he's gone over. Referee says no penalty. Bruno Fernandes convinced it should be. Casemiro still down in the 6-yard box. There was a crowd of players there.
There you go, he's made the decision.
Here we go. Penalty. A lifeline for Manchester United. In the Europa League, and he has to score here. Manchester United's captain has to score. Old Trafford holds its breath. Bruno Fernandes delivers! And Manchester United are back in it. And there's plenty of time left. 7 minutes or so against the 10 men of Lyon. And there's belief back inside the stadium.
Oh, there's people coming back into the stadium.
There's going to be 5 minutes added on. Here's Casemiro, lifted in. Kobe Mainu takes his two. Let's just break for a second to remember there might be penalties yet. Here's Casemiro.
Maguire!
Into Maguire!
I told you! On the bench! Oh, look!
The crowd are on the pitch. Harry Maguire's just scored. And Manchester United are heading to the semi-finals. And one of the most remarkable nights this stadium's ever seen in European. Coming back with Dalot now. Look at the space for Garnacho. 2v2 with others in red arriving. Garnacho on the run. Bruno Fernandes is in. Is this his moment? Bruno Fernandes! It's a captain's performance on a massive European night for Manchester United. And when they needed their talisman to deliver, Bruno Fernandes scores a hat-trick and Manchester United are through. Lovely bit of skill from Rasmus Højlund. Pulled back, Dalot! 4-1. And that puts the seal on an excellent Manchester United performance and something they so badly needed.
Højlund getting the congratulations. Good little bit of skill. Dalot, the right wing-back.
The full-time whistle, and there it is. An embrace between the two coaches, but Ruben Amorim will be the one celebrating tonight. Big night, biggest.
Again from Garnacho. Garnacho's cross. Well, that shakes it up again. Manchester United are not going away. And that is the top and the bottom of it. That is a fallen head. That is a belting football match in the finest tradition of this rough old rivalry. On the day they are inseparable. The two monsters with so little common ground have to shake on a share of it. Anfield to some extent feels anti-climax. United take some pleasure in stalling the enemy. United at the very end might have won it.